Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, good
Hey,
evening.
hey,
How's
Good.
lady.
everybody doing?
Good. All
Doing
right.
all right?
Oh,
Everybody look good tonight?
Can
Let's
you all
rock
hear
out
me?
for this. I can hear you.
Okay.
Am I too loud? Because I can't. I'm
no, you're
okay.
fine.
You good. You good.
Okay, well, y'all, thanks for tuning in with us, ladies, tonight. Rock out with us tonight. We're gonna do a little talking about, our QB1 12. We're gonna do a little bit talking about our Buffaloes. Let's see how it goes. So I didn't get a chance to watch the Pro Bowl too much, just bits and pieces. But I heard our QB 12 showed out at the Pro Bowl. How do you guys think he did as far as, for his first time and actually being able to throw to some good wide receivers versus, Jerry Judy and them, like some real top-notch, receivers? How did you guys, what's your thoughts on it? How you guys feel about it? Diane?
Well, I enjoyed watching our nephew. He was so awesome and he just fit right in, commanded the room and everything. And I was just excited and just seeing that smile on his face. He was just in his element, and he did great with the two touchdowns. There was a couple of little hiccups, and not completely all his fault, but overall, he did an amazing job, and I was just happy that he had that opportunity.
Okay, RD, what you think? How
I
you
thought it
feeling
was
about it?
great. Oh, I thought it was great. I was a little disappointed at Jamar Chase, causing the interception in the first drive, but I think it was a great way to highlight our nephew and for the world to see his talent. I believe that is one of the main reasons why they asked him to attend, because all eyes were on Shedeur. I watched a lot of media surround him and come up and question him, and all I saw him interact with the children. I thought he did exceptionally well, and I was just very happy to see all the other Pro Bowlers and veteran football players embrace him, and he looked like he had a great time, and it was a really good game.
What's your thoughts on it?
I would agree with what the other lady said. I watched it up until about the last 10 minutes, but I think he did very well, and he looked like he was having a good time. He was having fun. He wanted to win, you know. It is what it is, but he did really well and had fun with it.
Yeah, so from what I was able to see, he looked it very comfortable. I can kind of see a calm came over him, like from all the stress that he had been under and stuff. And this was a time where he was really able to just let his hair down and be a little free, even if that's for a little while. And I really enjoy seeing that. I love seeing the interactions. With his family and stuff being there and stuff. So that was a great sighting to see. But he looked like he belonged. He commands everyone's attention. He just has that it factor. And I from what I was able to see and everything, I'm really happy just to see him get some relief and just, let his hair down a bit with that.
Did you
So
hear him did you hear him say that he felt like he was getting back to himself
Yes.
mentally, physically, emotionally? It did so much for him. It's just like when we all get together as a group and
Yes.
we energize each other. It was a lot of energy, a lot of warmth and comfortness, and he just felt at home, and he even stated it. And I was very happy to hear that, because it just he just felt like he was at the right place, and you could feel the love, and he also indicated it. So I felt really good about that.
Yeah, because I'm sure that from, being pushed to the fifth round to ending up in the Pro Bowl, that's like a 360-degree turn. So yeah, I'm sure he
I
was
mean,
very,
the term he used was surreal, and I'm
yeah.
sure it felt very surreal.
And
yeah,
now
that
that
was
he
like a
has a new coach and everything, that's a lot less stress that he has to deal with, So it's like a kind of like a breath of fresh air where he can breathe and like you said, just get back to himself now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want, you know what I want to address though? Let's take it back just a little bit before the Pro Bowl. I am so disappointed in all the backlash he received for getting the opportunity to participate in the Pro Bowl.
Right.
You know, that really did something to me because I don't understand if you guys say that he's a fifth rounder because that's what the NFL said. Well, the NFL said he's a Pro Bowler too. So you can't have it both ways, okay? So you
Well,
just got
let's
to
be
put Pro
clear.
Bowl on it.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of the hate came from people believing that it was just the fans that wanted him there and voted for him to be there. That wasn't what
Right.
happened. It's my understanding it was the
Right.
players as well as coaches as well as fans. So all this
Yes.
hate was just driven toward the Shedurians and not toward all the other players and all the coaches that felt that he's Pro Bowl contender, even though everyone knows that he should not have gone in the fifth round. And that's what
Right.
irritates me. We keep coming back to the fact that he's a fifth rounder, which even some of the hate I was hearing today, like
Yeah.
Hasselbeck and all these people, are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
When everyone knows he should have gone in the first round, but how did he get to the Pro Bowl? The same way you all slid him down to the fifth round. That's how he got to the Pro Bowl.
That's true. And I get
Exactly.
tired of them have to try to justify anything that have to do. And we know the abilities that Shedeur has because, I've been watching him, through high school, through Jackson State and on to Colorado. And even the coaches, the other coaches and players know, Shedeur is that guy. So it's just the people that are, kind of hating. I just really think they're not really happy with themselves, with their personal life, really. And it's just spilling over, because sometimes misery love company. So, they just always want to have something to complain about. But we don't even care. We know what Shedeur is capable of. And I'm just so excited about the upcoming season. So I'm really looking forward to the first game.
I just want to add one thing to what you said. It was so poignant what you said because all the haters are the ones who didn't make it in the league long, like the
Yeah.
Emmanuel Achos of the world who were there for a minute, and the Hasselback guy today who was a permanent backup. I don't recall him doing much. It is all this hate from the people who didn't make it or didn't do well or their children didn't make it or didn't follow in their footsteps. A lot of the hate I see from vets are people who are disappointed, going straight to your point, Diane, they're so disappointed in their own I guess legacy, if you want to call it that they're taking it out on him because you all are telling me he has over 20 million fans. So I don't know too many rookie players, regardless of quarterbacks, just rookie players generally, that has that many fans that will try to hold people accountable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And this may or may not be a big deal, but even though the coaches, the players, and the fans did have a so in the voting, did you all hear that he had the most votes? Was that true or false, or did anybody else hear that?
I think he
No,
was the next in line of the people. Like once some of those people said they weren't coming, he had the most votes for the next person they called up. I heard something like that, but I'm not sure.
yeah, that's to piggyback off RD. Yeah, that's what I heard too, Kimberly. I heard that he was next in line and he had the most votes for that. I just the amount of vitriol and it's just becoming just ridiculous at this point.
Mhm.
Yes.
But as we all know, when God has something for you, it's going to be a lot of trials and tribulations. But I actually, even though I hate to see, our QB go through this, but I think this is good for him and it's going to truly build him. And now you can't use his dad as, oh, his dad is the reason he got it or his dad. Now, since you put him all the way at the bottom, now you got to claw all the way to the top. You're
Mhm.
going to, you're gonna respect him. You may not respect him right now, but you're gonna respect him. And I know the league know that he's QB1, and our new head coach know he QB1. But of course, he can't come out and announce him to be that. Now, as far as moving on, as far as what we were talking about coming up on the upcoming season, what do you think about the Deshaun and him? Which I know our QB is up for any competition, but how do you think that's going to play out, or what you see happening with the Deshaun and Shedeur as far as battling it out? Do you think that's going to be a factor?
I don't.
No, I
I
don't.
don't think so. Because I know that Shedeur, he's going to put in that work. And I know Deshaun had put out some film how he was, working out and everything. But I still have faith in Shedeur. And he's going to win that battle like he did with the other QBs. So I'm not even worried about that.
Well, I honestly don't believe it's even a competition between Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders with the
No.
Browns. I think the film that Deshaun Watson is putting out is auditioning for other teams. I
Mm,
don't believe Jimmy Haslam or the Browns expect him to get back on the field. And I don't think Myles Garrett wants, I don't know him and I can't speak for him, but
Yeah.
the last I heard that Deshaun Watson wasn't a favorite. So I really don't. I think that if Deshaun Watson was going to be part of the conversation, he would have already been a part of the conversation this past season. And so to me, even though they keep bringing his name up, but they're not. If you notice today, all the media coverage with the press conference with Todd Monken, nobody is really factoring in Deshaun Watson. And that's my clue. It can't be a
Yeah.
competition. Why are you all talking about drafting another quarterback or even getting another veteran in when you already are paying a veteran over 200 and something $1 million? So obviously they don't want Deshaun Watson. I think Deshaun Watson is doing that to see if another team will take him. But I really don't think I would just say I'll be surprised. Nothing. I guess with Cleveland, anything can surprise you, but I would be surprised if Deshaun Watson plays for the Cleveland Browns this year.
well, even the way Monken was describing what he looks for in a quarterback, it sounds like Shedeur to me.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with you. It
Yeah.
sounds like that.
Yeah.
I really, I wasn't that crazy about his wording, his word choice, and how he described it. I mean, he was still given a lot of wiggle room about how how much he wants to win, and that it's all about elite coaching and all of these things. The characteristics fit Shedeur, but it also was vague enough to say, don't be surprised if I get another person in here. So I wasn't that crazy about it, but it was okay.
Yeah.
Just to piggyback
Yeah.
on what you just said, what I think it is I mean, he can't really just come out and say what his plan is. And I really, from being in marketing, and they put that video out of Shedeur for a reason. That
Sure.
wasn't just, oh, they put that out for a reason. And I think they're kind of, this is just my opinion, I really think some things they're holding close to the chest. um I think Shedeur knows the plan for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that behind the scenes, they've told him the plan. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the plan is for him to start or maybe start later on, but I truly believe they did give him some sort of outline of what the plan will be for him moving forward.
So is
Um,
your opinion that because Shedeur was the first one he met with on camera and they put that out, kind of rolled them out together, you believe that's the reason why Monken will have him be the quarterback for the Browns?
well, just to put on the behind the scenes and not the emotional part of it, like we're emotional because Shador is our QB, but just from a business standpoint, Shador's big money, his marketing, everything goes back to money, whether we want to believe it or not,
Yeah.
and they were very strategic in putting him out there, and Shador didn't just fly back for no reason. And I really believe they that was their way of saying something without saying something. They kind of set the tone with what they did, to be honest with you. And I think that went for the Cleveland Brown media too, because you guys noticed the question they was asking, he set the tone for how they was going to handle him. It wasn't going to be no Stefanski foolishness that was going on. So I really think that video was to set the tone. And also, of course, marketing and money. So I do believe that Shedeur has an idea of what the plan is for him. I don't think he's not in the knowing of what's happening.
Well, did you all hear that while he was in Paris, he was doing like some kind of promo for the game that they're going to have against the Saints in Paris?
Yes, for
Yes,
the
I
Saints,
did.
New Orleans Saints in Paris. I heard that got out. It sounded like it got out from the people at that stadium or wherever he was doing the video
Promotion.
the promotion. Yes, that those were the people that leaked it out, is my understanding. It didn't come from anybody over here on stateside, but yeah, I was very excited to hear that. Paris, here we come, October 25th, 2026.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think he will be the QB1. So, like I said, I'm just excited. And I kind of like the coach. I liked his interview. I did, compared to Kevin, because with him, it, after his interview, it always left you like, well, what is he saying? He didn't answer any questions, but I like the fact that this guy was up front. He said what he had to say. And even with the defensive coach, he was letting that be known, hey, either you're going to get on board or, either just go ahead and leave. But I like the fact that he said he was there for the players, and so that's why I'm really excited. And he's letting them know that he want to win, and they want to do it now. So I'm excited about that part as well.
And
But
he sounded like he wanted to win. That's the thing that kind of made me like, okay, he sounds like he really wants to win. So I was very pleased with that.
Yeah.
And guys, one part that I don't think we really factored in is they like negative 19 million for cap. So the Browns are. So they're not in positive. So, and Deshaun Watson's contract, I mean, from a business standpoint, it doesn't make any sense to move him anywhere. And Shedeur and him has a good relationship, so he can kind of still mentor Shedeur. I just don't think business-wise that no one's going to take on his contract anyway.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
That's just something they just gonna have to deal with until it runs its course or until they figure out something with that. So I think we should factor in they negative 19 million.
Well, where's that negative coming from? Isn't the insurance company paying for Deshaun Watson's salary?
I don't think I think it's just overall for their cap space. I think they're negative 19 million because they showed the teams that were in the positive with money, and then they showed the team that was in negative. And I did see that the Browns was negative 19 million.
Well, I'm sure it has a lot to do with what they paid Jerry Jeudy. He didn't deserve the contract he got. They could get that money back. They need to get rid of him. I mean, didn't he get like 40 million to be the mole? I mean, let's get rid of him, get some of that cap space back.
But the question is, who gonna want him though?
Nobody. I mean, I wouldn't want him on my team. I mean, people think that these players think they're being cute and smart by, bringing these games and throwing games and all of that. But these other players, when it's time, you don't ever know which team you're going to go to. And so everyone is watching you. So when you do crazy things for one team, you can't be trusted anywhere in the league. It's only 32. I mean, there's only 32 places, 31 other teams that you can go to. And you don't think they see your foolishness and those antics on the sideline? People are already saying they don't want Jerry Jeudy on their team. Nobody's going to want him. Why do they pay him all that money?
I would go ahead.
No, go ahead, Miss Diane.
I was just gonna say I wouldn't put anything past the NFL, because if the Falcons picked up Kevin and he didn't do anything at Cleveland, and trying to take the credit for Shedeur and Dylan, somebody will pick up Judy. So I wouldn't be
Possibly.
surprised, you know.
Oh yeah,
So,
you're right. I wouldn't be surprised either, but we know how Kevin got where he's got. So,
yeah.
and I think everyone knows from the political climate how these people get their positions. So that's not
Yeah.
a surprise. I'll leave it at that.
Well, yeah, I don't know how Kevin got that job. Well, no, that's the story. I take that back. I do know how he got that
Yeah,
job, but we don't care though. Good riddance.
exactly.
But my family in Atlanta, which I'll see them this weekend. I'll be in Atlanta this weekend, but they is not happy
I
about
heard.
Kevin
Yeah.
being, and they not even happy with Tommy Reeves. They don't want him either.
Oh, I'm so happy they got both of them. They deserve it.
Yeah.
I mean, not
Now
Atlanta doesn't deserve, but they need to stay together because they're both.
And
Uh,
maybe they need to pick up Judy and send him over to the Falcons.
and
and
Dylan
take
too.
Dylan
Take him
too.
too.
Yeah.
And Dylan too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So take them too.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
because
just
what did Dylan get? His contract was pretty high coming. I don't know which round. He went in the
no,
third
he
round.
went in
So
third. He only got like
so he
six
didn't get that much.
million. No.
Oh, okay. I thought he got like 10 or something.
Yeah, I
Well, he
thought
didn't even deserve the six that he got. But hey,
Right.
yeah.
Well, at least Shedeur made more than him,
oh well,
as a
Shedeur
rookie
not
with the
hurting with
jersey
money.
sale. Oh no,
Yeah,
not with those jersey sales.
yeah. What do you guys think? Okay, so now we know our QB1 is Shedeur, but we got to protect them too. What y'all think Monken gonna do about this O line? Like, and Andrew Berry, do you think they're gonna get a lot in free agency or a combination of pluck a few out the draft and then the rest in free agency?
Felix, before we go forward, can we just acknowledge Jimmy Cleveland for the $10 super chat?
Oh,
There
thank you,
there was a
Jimmy.
question. There was a question asked for all coaches applying for the Browns job. It was, how would you develop Shedeur
Shedeur
Sanders?
Sanders.
Thank you so much, Jimmy Cleveland, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
that was a question. That was a question. So, like I said earlier, with what Jimmy just said, they have a plan for Shedeur, and I believe Shedeur knows the plan. Now we got to get to how we're gonna protect him. Like, are we looking at free agency? And I don't even know if O lines come that available in free agency or not that
Mhm.
often. And then do you guys think they're gonna take a wide receiver with that sixth pick, or get somebody on the O line, or do you think they're gonna trade back?
Well, this would tell us a lot about Andrew Berry, because I believe it's going to be hard to get an O line. I think in the first round, I would love to see a left tackle and certainly a
Oh,
wide receiver. I just don't know which order they will do. They need a wide receiver in a draft, and they definitely need a left tackle. I just don't know enough about Andrew Berry and how he deals with the draft and all of that as to who he's going to get first. I'm not really sure.
it looked like the chat saying feel like they probably gonna do both. What you think, Kimberly and Diane?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That I think they're gonna do a little bit of both, pull somebody from the draft and get with the free agency as well too. But I was also thinking that I would love to see LaJonte come over with Shedeur as well too. But I'm
Now,
quite sure.
Diane, you know the Ravens
I
ain't finna give up
know. I'm
LaJonte.
just I'm just saying what I would love to see happen. But
I would too.
yeah, but I think Andrew Berry is really trying to make this team better, well, the whole culture better in Cleveland as far as getting into a winning environment. So I think they're gonna bring in and recruit some great guys to build up that line on the offense and defensive side. So I'm just excited to see the outcome of it all. But I think they're going to do a little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would agree with that. And I do think that getting the O line solidified is, in my opinion, what's most important. You got to protect the quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, to piggyback on that, let's just wrap back around to Jimmy Cleveland's question. Cleveland, I hope I'm remembering that correctly. He said the question was, how would you develop Shedeur Sanders? Quite frankly, I don't believe Shedeur Sanders need, quote, development. He needs protection. He's a very skilled quarterback. He's elite talent.
Yes.
And as we can all see in a lot of games, he can do fine when he has the protection and he has the weapons and the tools to be a winning quarterback. So this whole development narrative that they spin out there, oh, he needs development. That's the whole line that they use to drop him down to the 5th round. The whole round they use to keep him back and to not give him first team reps and all this about development. He doesn't need development. He has been developed. It is protection. It is a great team. It is a coach and coaches who believe in you, who want to see you succeed. It's all of the other, I won't say intangibles, but it's all the things that you need to become successful. I mean, yeah, okay.
I think that's more to chime in on what you're saying. I think, and just my perspective, I don't think it's so much about like develop like that. I think more so like he still have to get acclimated to another level.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm good at my job, but I'm pretty sure if I get another one, I'm gonna have to acclimate. I do think he believe in him. He's very aware of Shedeur's skill set because, as you know, they wanted him at Georgia.
Mhm.
Before Coach Prime went to Jackson, and then they wanted him at the Ravens, which I kind of didn't like that because that kind of made me feel two ways. Because why would you want to draft him in the 5th round? He's not a 5th round talent, so why would you even want him to sit behind a Lamar Jackson? But that's just how I view that. So I don't think it's so much of development like that. I think it's more so like just building up on where he is and just polishing up everything. They just want to use words to catch phrases and stuff so they could get more people amped up, in my opinion.
Well, that gets me amped up saying development. I think they need another word, support.
Well,
how would you support Shedeur Sanders?
Yeah. And enhance what he's
I love that
already.
word. Yes.
So that's the key. So I feel like instead of development, it's going to be an enhancement of what he's already, his attributes of that he already have. And then I know he's probably still going to work with his own personal QB trainer. And
Yeah,
like
Daryl.
he said himself, that he wanted to get into the new coach's head to see, how he see things, So I think it's going to be a great enhancement. So I feel like he's going to enhance the qualities that he already has, along with his own personal training. And then, of course, Shedeur going to do, work out on his own as well, too. So, and like he said, you can always build on, your abilities, what you have. So it's just going to be an enhancement instead of trying to develop him, because he's already, to me,
Coach Dre.
he's an elite quarterback to me.
Then
Most definitely.
Yeah, and then just kind of clean up some of the few bad habits that he has, like, going backwards and, which I do think he did kind of clean a little bit.
Yeah, he kind of cleaned that
he's
up a bit.
improved on that. I think he's improved. But you know something? Even watching some of the other quarterbacks, they were doing the same thing, but they only call out Shedeur on the things that he's doing. So
exactly.
Even patting the ball, I noticed that.
Yeah.
He's the one that does that, but it's a big deal if he does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what that's for clicks and views. They know that he moves the needle. And as long as he drives engagement, that's how these owners think. As long as you making the money, they love you. They don't like Shedeur, but I truly believe that
I
they
agree.
underestimated his brand, and
Hmm.
but kudos to Coach Prime, because he been building this for a lot of years, and we were able to watch Shedeur grow. And I really think I don't think the NFL knew that he came with what he
Mm.
came with,
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Had little
So
yeah.
hey, we'll take it. We know
Now,
what the game plan is, so
no,
we ain't gonna worry about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't believe the Browns are going to give him up. This whole thing about Cleveland media thinking that he's going to get traded. I don't see Jimmy Haslam giving up this type of money.
The same way I knew Kevin Stefanski was getting fired, because one, I'm in management, and I can read a room, period. And first of all, he gonna be the fall guy anyway. Kevin problem was he wanted to stay in what he wanted to do, instead of pivoting and reading the room.
Hmm.
And he got himself fired, which I'm glad he did, though. I'm glad he did. It played out
It's
like
funny.
that.
It's funny you say that because it seemed like he didn't even realize that quote reading the room
Oh,
until
Uncle
that
Steve.
last game,
Oh,
Uncle Steve, until special guest star, until that last game where he wanted to get next to Shedeur and whisper in his ear, and it's like, oh, now you're reading the room. Oh, now you understand. Like it's too late, buddy. We all knew you were fired by then.
right.
Steve, jump in here, Uncle Steve.
How you doing?
I am doing fantastic. I just want to be educated. Y'all educate me. I love the way you're coming across to the people in the chat. I tell people sometimes it's just about listening. And I'm listening. I'm listening and hearing what you're saying, and what you're saying makes so much sense. I'm like, hey, people need to understand when it pertains to the 1-2. I call him the 1-2 now, because that's
Mm.
what he gonna hit you with. He gonna hit you with the 1-2. So all I'm telling people is this one here, that you said it beautifully. It's all about the money. Y'all, they don't care about no. Oh, this person the most talented person in the NFL. It's about, you're talking about billionaires. They never get enough money. They had all of that money, and you know what they wanted? They wanted the big, beautiful bill. It's never enough. It's never enough. The
Yes.
big, beautiful
Never.
bill. So,
Right.
so when you're talking about billionaires, we're so busy, and we sit back here and we're like this here. We're like, oh, I understand that they're business people. No, they're just like anybody else. If you
Yeah.
continue to give them money, they're gonna want more and more and more. What I'm thankful for is this one here. People like yourselves who get up here and tell the truth. How often is it that we hear the truth? All I hear, you can go on any news channel, lies. You can go on ESPN, lies. 1 minute the boy couldn't throw, he couldn't read, he couldn't write. Now all of a sudden you got him advertising overseas. You got that Pro Bowl was all Shedeur Sanders.
Oh
Shedeur
yeah.
Sanders and
Right.
that big dude who caught the passes. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's
So
Hmm.
it's you ladies. Keep educating me because I'm here for it.
Thank
Back to
you
you
so much
ladies.
Well,
for
we
coming
glad.
up. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we glad you came in, Uncle Steve, because I was gonna get ready and move over to discussing how we feeling about our Travis. What is he? Our OC, our offensive coordinator.
Right.
How are you guys feeling about that pick? I haven't dived into him too much yet. Um, but from what I'm hearing, Monken making some good choices. Uncle Steve, this question is for you. What are your thoughts on Travis, the offensive coordinator? How are you feeling about it?
You got continuity, number one, because they've worked together. Monken and him have worked together for a while at Baltimore. What you also have is this one here. Monken calling the plays. He had already told you he running the offense.
Oh yeah, that's right. He
yeah.
did say that.
He's
He
running
did
the
say that.
offense. Yeah. What you're gonna have is this here. What's special for Shedeur is this one here. He can breathe.
Yeah.
That's the clip.
Hmm.
You're going to work and you're not uptight, and you're going in there and you know everybody looking at you sideways and what they're telling you. You got people on your side now. And that's a good feeling. Now you can breathe. But I will tell you, ladies, something that is important. It's not time for us to celebrate or be comfortable. He needs to be
Mm-mm.
comfortable being uncomfortable. And I say it all the time, because at the end of the day, you just started the race. You ain't won nothing. You haven't accomplished anything. You just started the race. And for him, he needs to have that grudge. He needs to have that chip on his shoulder every day. You didn't want me. You called me trash. You called me 144. But I'm going to give it to you each and every day. So that's how I feel about it. You ladies educate me and tell me what you think about your offensive coordinator.
Thanks, Jimmy. Let me tell Jimmy, thanks for the super chat. And Jimmy, I see your question. Well, your statement. I agree with you there. Oh, he says, oh, they're gonna do what? Wide receivers in free agency.
Oh, let's see. He says at the end
So
of the
are they
day, they're
a
going to get an
couple?
O lineman from free agency, draft and a couple of
Yeah,
more, draft and a couple of receivers, and get a
receivers.
number one receiver in free agency. That's a
But
good
who gonna
question.
give up a number one receiver in free agency though?
I guess if they reach salary cap and they can't pay him, they'll let him go.
Well, like I say, money, I promise you, they love you when it's money and you're making money, they love you. When you're not making no money, you out of here. So
Or they can't afford you. I mean, we've lost a lot of players at once. We can't pay them anymore. They reach the salary cap. They're free agency, and someone else offers to pay them a few more. You can still get a top receiver that way.
they
Yeah.
be doing
You know what?
backdoor deals.
I can imagine the deals are going to be going down like that movie Draft Day. You guys remember
Oh, I
that?
Yeah.
love it. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
So they're going to be making deals like that,
Mhm.
to get who they want, and so I'm just excited and I'm really looking forward to it. But I do want to do a couple of shout outs right quick. I know B Watts was, maybe he's not even listening to us, so I'm gonna sneak it in right quick. Happy Black History Month. And I just want, he'll probably get back at us later. Well, get back
No,
at me. But I just want to say happy Black History Month, and just shout out to Doug Williams. He was our first Black Super Bowl winner back in 1988. And of course, one of my favorite quarterbacks was Warren Moon. And of
Mhm.
course, I want to shout out to Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson, Coach Prime, a guy that I was really in love with, Franco Harris with Pittsburgh. But I can't name everybody, but I just want to just shout out, due to Black History Month, and also to our favorite CU aunties, and just happy Black History.
Yes.
Yeah, to
Yes.
all the
Thanks, Diane.
trailblazers, thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for recognizing the trailblazers. That's awesome. Let me just be clear. That's my favorite sports movie. I wasn't clear because my favorite movie of all time is The Godfather, but I just wanted to be clear
Oh,
about that.
okay.
Man, the tombstone, RD.
Okay.
As Uncle Steve would say, I'm your huckleberry.
Ah,
I love Tombstone. And now you're gonna see B Watts because he's in church, and when
uh-oh.
they ask for the collection plate, he'll
You'll pop
that's when
up.
he'll stop and come out and go because he want to make sure he don't have to reach in his pockets. But that's another story. That's another story for Mr. B Watts. Doug Williams was also the MVP, if I'm not mistaken, of that Super Bowl, the way he showed
Yeah,
out. So he did an outstanding job. Love me. And
he
you know what
did.
they called him,
Mhm.
some people don't realize it, but we call Doug Williams we're from Mississippi. Black Bo
Mhm.
Peep. That boy can throw
Yeah,
that ball. He can throw
yeah.
that ball. The great Doug Williams.
Okay, we got a
Oh,
$20
DeAndre.
donation.
$20.
Okay, Jimmy, you cooking with
Jimmy
the.
is on it
Thank you so much,
tonight. Thank
Jimmy.
So much.
you.
You.
Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. He said DeAndre Hopkins is a free agent in 2026 and will probably follow the receiver coach to Cleveland. Ooh,
I won't
okay.
be mad at that.
Wow.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Jimmy, I'm gonna do my homework on DeAndre. Okay.
Thanks for
Thank
sharing
you.
it.
Yes, Miss Kimberly, what you got for us?
On the OC.
Yeah, just filling out, finishing up with Diane talking about Black History
Oh,
Month, and then she did all her shout outs and stuff.
oh,
Are we piggybacking on that?
I I I won't. I won't.
Okay.
But I mean, Happy Black History Month.
He's
But I
scared.
have to
B One's not gonna get you. He's not
no,
gonna get
no,
you.
no. I'm no. I'm good. Good. I'm good.
Okay, I need you guys. Okay, and this the last one on Shedeur. We're gonna move to Colorado Buffalo because we got to talk about our buffs. We got to talk about that a few minutes. But what is it that you guys want to see 12 work on in this off season? I know we think he amazing, but we seen some things too. So what do we think that
Them
we need to work
interceptions.
on?
You can't throw them interceptions. I'm glad you think you said.
Oh,
Oh,
come
please.
on, come
Nah,
on,
really.
BY.
No, boy. He need to find him another quarterback trainer.
That's not his fault.
Be real,
Well,
Steve.
that's true.
Be
That's
be
true.
real. Be real, Steve. When you grow in life, you got to move up another lot. The quarterback coach was good through high school and college.
Mhm.
He done got worse, Steve.
Be
Yes,
watch, you
Steve.
not supposed to be on here.
Miss Phillips, he told Shiloh at the Pro Bowl, man, I don't know what's going on, man. I'm still throwing these interceptions, but y'all want to give him grace. I tell
No,
you
no,
what,
no. I
this,
think you. No, I
Both
think you
of
have a
them were
valid
see,
point.
you see, you auntie, y'all so, you know what it is.
No,
Y'all don't,
be watch.
Miss
I
Phillips
ain't gonna
said,
let you get
see,
that
Miss
off.
No,
Phillips
no.
said she
Mm-mm.
see.
Get
Miss
him,
Phillips said,
Felix.
I see what's going on.
Felix.
Listen,
Yes.
listen,
No, that's
Steve,
not true. Now
Steve,
That's not
we're
true.
gonna speak up. Now we do
Respect.
let you
Uncle
know
Steve,
when
hold
sugar.
on. Let me get this off and I'm gone.
This is
Steve,
our show tonight. Is this ladies'
Steve,
night or what?
Steve.
Okay, Steve, you the
Oh,
referee. Mute him. Mute him.
how you gonna move me on my own show?
It's ladies' night.
Acting like JR.
It's
Yeah,
ladies' night.
yeah, be watch. You came here and took
Go
over
ahead,
our
Diane.
show.
Go
All
ahead,
right.
Diane.
We this is what I would love to see Shedeur improve on. Of course, I don't want to see him throw as many interceptions. Of course, it's going to be some, but just limit that. So that's what I want to see him improve on.
I want to see him
Now,
improve
I
on
didn't say
stepping
he was
back or going
perfect.
back. Mm-hmm.
Go
What
ahead.
no, hey ladies, ask B Watch what he want to see Josh Allen improve on.
Oh
His
Oh
yeah,
his
that's
his
right.
God.
his, his
Oh
great
Yes,
one.
God.
Uncle
His
Oh
his
my
Steve.
one that he put on
God.
the mountaintop. His one that can't get past this first round of the playoff.
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
one that's an MVE.
Yes.
Most valuable, he an MVM, most valuable missing when it comes time for the playoffs. So tell me what Josh needs to improve on, B Watts. After you left the collection plate and don't want to pay them people that money you got in their pocket. Tell me what Josh needs to improve on.
Yeah, Uncle Steve, cause B Watch go dive in right when I asked the question. He just was waiting to dive in. No, come on back in here, B Watch, and answer Uncle Steve's question. We
Uh-oh, we got another
get more
$20.
passes and yards
Oh,
to give
$20
Shedeur
make me holler.
more eyes,
Woo!
more
Throw
money.
that 20
For
out there.
yeah, Jimmy cooking with gas tonight.
So Jim in Cleveland says we need to keep in mind that these number one receivers will get more passes and yards playing with Shedeur, as well as more eyes, more money for them. I was thinking the same thing, Jimmy.
Yeah.
People should
Yeah.
want to go to Cleveland and play with Shedeur if they want to catch the ball and get to the Pro Bowl, championship games. I really believe the Cleveland can get to a championship game this year with the right tools. What do you all think?
Yeah, I don't think they far off from that. RD, I agree with you. I just think they need to tweak that O line, and they need to get some skilled players. That defense is good. Now if they can afford to add another defense player, fine. But I don't think they far off at all. In what I'm seeing, I do want to see 12 not throw those interceptions. But with that being said, BY, since you listening so hard, I
What?
I
What
think that will
happened?
happen once he really gets into camp and really start throwing to who he's going to be throwing to, and he's getting those
First
reps
team
and stuff.
reps.
Because we got to still remember A lot of stuff that he did in the end was just on the fly. But
Right.
I think we'll see those interceptions calm down once once he gets out there and camp and stuff and get that going.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't get as
So do y'all have any
concerned
final
about.
thoughts on Shedeur before we take our last, 15, 12, 13 minutes to talk about the Buffs?
I'll just
Anybody got?
Yeah, I'll just say on the question about what would I like to see him, work on. I'll just say mobility. Not that I think it's bad, but just because he's not known for that, and I saw some flashes of it, this year. So I would just say, mobility, moving around.
Okay, you want to be a little more track starish, a
Mm,
little bit. Put that a little bit more in his bag.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so now y'all, we gotta talk about our Buffs. Now y'all know Petco is going to the Steelers.
Yeah.
And everybody been complaining about Warren Sapp that he ain't recruit nobody. And I don't know what we're gonna do. And then we got to keep in mind Livingston. He got interviewed by the Cowboys, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, now next man up. I mean, I'm a little concerned. I need to know what y'all thinking. I'm a little concerned about our defense. Who
Um,
who want to take
I'm
it?
not concerned.
yeah.
I'm not concerned because I know Coach Prine he's a forward thinker. And I'm quite sure, he's probably he have somebody already in mind to replace whoever's leaving.
I
I
can't
don't
hear
really,
Diane.
You can't. You can't.
Mm-mm.
okay,
Oh,
can you
now I
all hear
can.
me?
I can.
I was just saying that I'm really not worried about it because Coach Prime is a forward thinker. And
No, I can't hear her.
I know he has someone already ready to step into that position, whatever positions that need to be replaced. I believe, he's already got some people in mind. And I don't know if Livingston really will get that job at Dallas. I just can't see it right now because
I can't hear Diane.
he didn't do too much to me. So I, I just don't see him getting that position. That's just my take for right now. Maybe if he stayed with Colorado one more season and improve, and I just say enhance his call playing and everything, I can see it then. But I just don't see Jerry Jones picking him up. That's just my opinion.
I didn't hear anything.
Mm.
Did anybody else hear it?
Oh yeah,
I heard
I heard what
everything.
you
I
said.
heard everything you said.
Mhm.
I can hear
Okay.
you.
Well, I don't really care where Livingston goes as long as he leaves. I don't think we need another year of him jeopardizing Coach Prime's year and this defense because we want to keep him around and help enhance his inability to do an excellent job with the defense. I really would like to see him go. So who cares
Yeah,
about whether or not he's ready for the pro? I mean,
that's true.
he's not ready for Colorado, so.
So you
Yeah.
got that the defense last year, that it was his fault and not the personnel, because the year before, I guess I don't feel that people were complaining,
Right.
and so maybe we had better personnel then. But so I don't know. Just after 1 year, he's no good anymore. I
I don't think he ever was. I think it was the
Okay.
talent on the field. I think he's not a
Yeah.
good coach.
Mm,
Yeah, no. And I think that 2024 was that the good year that Shedeur
yeah.
and all of them had. Yeah, it made him look like a star, but no, he's not good.
Yeah.
Because
And
if
we want to,
you're a great coach, you can coach up the talent. How did it fall away just because people went to the league? That makes it's the same with Sapp. Why is he there? But I won't go there.
Yeah. We want to thank Jimmy again. He did donate another $20. So we really
Oh,
appreciate him again.
did he make a
And I
statement
think,
or he just?
yeah, he did make a statement. I think it said something to the fact that it was our night.
Oh, 2026 is the year for you ladies. B. Watts and crew, Shedeur and Coach Prime, and the Colorado Buffs. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love to see some improvement with SAP as well too. I'm
I
just
can't hear
surprised.
anybody.
I thought he was gonna, coach a little better
But
than
is
what
he
he's
a
been
Can
coach
you
doing.
though?
guys
I
hear me?
mean,
Because I
Uncle
can't hear
Steve, you're gonna
anything.
have to help me with this. Is he really a coach? I thought he was like some kind of side advisor, or I don't know what his
Mm-mm.
position is.
You're doing fantastic. He is what you say he is.
Oh, okay.
Keep. You are funny to me.
Oh, he's a motivator. Oh my God. I mean, I know a lot of motivators that I would never listen to. He can get a podcast. I mean, he can talk about, some plays or whatever, but we don't need him on the sideline.
Mm.
I hope you all are not friends with him. I'm sure he doesn't watch this show.
Well, he's a man. He can take constructive criticism. It's not like, we're trying to bash him or anything like that, but you should be man enough to take constructive criticism.
Well, my MO is I don't ever say anything about someone behind their back that I wouldn't say in their face. So if
Right,
I ever have the opportunity to meet these people, I would love for them to say, well, what do you think? I mean, can you give me an
right.
evaluation? I would love to do that. I'm not, you know, yeah, constructive criticism, that's a great way to put it. But some of these people, you just need to cut them loose. I think Uncle Steve said it one night. I don't know why people had this affinity and loyalty for people who are not helping them. They may have helped you in the past, or they may be a good friend and all of that. But if they're not helping you reach your goal, you got to cut them loose. We do that in our everyday lives. We do that with our own
Yeah.
friends and family. I do that with my family every day. I mean, I'll
Yeah.
cut you off in a minute if you're not adding to positivity and you're just bringing a whole lot of negative energy. And
Right.
if you've been going down, down, down with Colorado Buffaloes, and then you're cutting some people off and leaving some people there, it's just like the same way I feel about Jim Schwartz or whatever. I don't know why people crying about that. He can go too. I mean,
Yeah.
what is the big deal? I love the way Monk can handle that situation. I
Oh,
mean, yeah, he's a
that
nice
was
guy. I talked to him, but hey, I'm worried about the people on the field and the talent and the personnel. It's the same
yeah,
thing you would say about Livingston. The coaches, we don't care about them. It's the
yeah.
talent. So I thought that was wonderful. That was a really good touch on that part. But no,
That's true.
it's not about that. It's about the players.
Right.
Mm.
Basically, he was saying he didn't do nothing when they played each other in that game anyway, so he wasn't even a factor. So that was funny. That was really funny.
It was good though, because these media, somebody needs to put the Cleveland media in this place, and I hope that Monkey does this every time. Just cut them off or don't respond. It's not appropriate for me to say this and that.
Oh
I
my
mean,
goodness.
whoa, Mama Tia.
Thank you.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, that is awesome. Thank you.
Mama Tia, $100. Salute Miss
Thank
Kimberly,
you.
Miss Donna, the Miss Felix. I'm not sure I'm saying it right. I was elevated for the camaraderie and all the players. Uncle Steve, hello. Final thoughts. 12 left Paris to meet with the head coach. Phenomenal. I agree.
That's Mama Tia.
Yeah,
Mama Tia.
I was happy to see when they met each other for the first time and how he embraced Shedeur, and it just felt like, okay, Shedeur was just at peace about it. So I was happy about that.
Did you think that maybe they had like a phone call or discussion before he got there? It just seemed a little common to me, like they felt
Yeah.
comfortable. I don't know.
Yeah, I
they
think
probably called just
Like-
to tell him that, hey, get in here, want you to meet your coach, because you gonna be that QB1, so just come on in. So they already know what's up.
I don't know. I have to wait and see.
Well, I missed what you guys saying about Colorado because I couldn't hear none of y'all.
You
Oh,
could?
can you
Oh,
hear us now?
I can hear you now. I had to go out and come
Oh,
back. So, but it sounded like it looked like it was something good because Uncle Steve was over there just all out his chest. So I don't know what was said, but
yeah.
he,
I couldn't help myself when Mama Tia get on there, boy. Y'all keep this here up. Y'all might not never see B Watts. You see how I'm over there talking about thank you. Lord, the Lord, hey, oh boy, you reap
Hey,
what you sow.
man.
He ain't getting
y'all,
nothing to the
y'all want
collection plate,
tomorrow?
and he getting all this here money. Boy, I tell you, that B Watts.
Hey, y'all want to do tomorrow?
No, no, we can't do 2 days in a row.
It ain't gonna
Hey,
hurt. Hey, it won't hurt. One person missing.
No.
RD, bye.
Okay, all right.
hey, don't talk to my
Nah, I
hey,
son.
love y'all. I
For
love y'all. I
sure, for
appreciate
sure.
y'all. I
we're,
love y'all. I love y'all.
we
Nah, I
did,
ain't doing it for no.
Yeah, no,
Appreciate y'all.
one monkey don't stop no show. You're right about that.
but we're connected.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Nah, I don't want to lose y'all. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Bye.
Love
Now, what
that.
I was happy to see Cam. He was there working out at
oh,
Colorado and stuff, and talking to the kids. I mean, to the other players and stuff. So I was happy to see Cam back at Colorado.
well, I will say this. I know I bet not see no three and nothing. I bet I don't even want to see a three, nothing. No 3 points, no 3 games. I like they gonna have to get it together. And Coach Prime, he gonna have to figure something out because I'm worried about our defense. I'm concerned with that. I'm gonna be honest. Sure, I'm concerned with everything to be honest with you. I don't look here. I'm not going to no show and they didn't do all this puppet show and we get all excited about all these players and then they sit
Yeah,
up there and put up a goose egg. No.
yeah.
So I
Hey,
I'm going to any games this year because I go every year since Coach Prime been there
Oh,
to the games. I don't know. I might have to sit this one out and see what happened. And see if they go out there and put up any goose eggs before I go because I ain't going. I,
it's gonna be a good season. They're gonna win. They're gonna. Coach
y'all
Prime
the
is
guy
gonna turn it around.
goose egg.
Hey, I think Mama Tia got a suitor. Somebody
uh-oh.
said they were single, so
Oh
this might
Oh,
Lord.
be
Oh Jesus.
a segment where we have a match.
Oh my
You
goodness
never know.
gracious. Mm.
Dang, I got to get a divorce first. Then I could.
Ah, don't speak
No,
that.
no, I'm just
Hey,
my husband over there. I'm just being funny.
yeah. Hey, if Mama Tia keep this on, it's gonna be the dating network. Boy, she got
Yeah.
folks on there. I'm talking about this a love connection. Them jokers see that money spring and they jumping. Oh, I'm single. All these little dudes talking about they single. Them young cats, them little young tigers sitting around there. I say y'all better cut it out. This is a sports show. We have to do next week the dating show. But I just wanted to throw this in for you ladies. This really made me happy when I saw heard about Marion. He was the offense. Well, he was the receivers coach at Texas, and at time you had Steve Sarkisian, who was the head coach. Well, they had a running back whose name Robinson, who's the running back for the Atlanta Falcons, and he is a stud. Well, they had the headsets going, and Steve Sarkisian called the running play. They got like 30 or 40 yards on the running play, and then they were Steve Sarkisian talking about let's throw the ball. It was a young guy on the thing saying, "Why are we running? Why are we throwing the ball when this guy here they can't stop him? Let's run the ball. Get the ball to Robinson." All the other coaches was like, "I can't believe he's saying this," and this Steve Sarkisian's team, and he has no voice. Basically, no one else has a voice when the head coach is saying we're gonna throw the ball. But he's like, it made no sense. He was like, if you got the best player on your team and they can't stop you, why are you letting people, regardless of who they are, tell me some let's throw the ball when you can run the ball and no one can stop you? When I heard that he say that, I was like, I like that. I
Yeah.
like that because he gonna be challenged. Because Coach Prime gonna say throw the ball, and he needs to be the one saying, nah, if we running and they can't stop us, we running this football. That's just me throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Back to you,
Yeah.
ladies.
Yeah, and Coach
Yeah.
Prime gonna have to, let them coach. You know, you hired them to be the coach, whatever position that he's gonna be coaching. Let them coach it, and then, you know, after the plays, if something goes wrong or whatever, then you all have that conversation later. But let them do their job.
Okay, RD and Kimberly, y'all want to close us out? We over 2 minutes. Y'all want to close?
I'll let Kimberly close out.
You're
Close
finished.
out. Huh?
Any finishing thoughts on the bus before we close out tonight? You guys, anything else anybody want to get out before we end our show tonight?
Well,
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say that I'm excited for the new upcoming season. I like how they're working out. I like the fact that they're spending time with each other, trying to just build that camaraderie. So I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to just seeing the product after the fact. And I just want to thank B Watts for letting us come on again and just share our thoughts and. On this Black History Month. And I'm just excited for his show. He's doing a great job, and it's growing. And I appreciate Uncle Steve and JR and Grit said it, and just the whole crew and the ladies here. So that's it.
Well, with that being said, thank you guys for being with us on Sports Talk with B Watts family. We appreciate you guys, and thank you, ladies. Thank you, Uncle Steve, and we'll catch you guys next.
Good night.